What you think about the topic? Y'all trying to spin this shit? Go ahead.
Um, should what you wear matter or define you? I don't think it should, but the reality is that it does. I think your appearance, whether it be first or however many times you see a person, I think it creates a narrative. Whether that narrative is always accurate is another conversation. But I think it's the same way. I know we were speaking about women, but I think with men too. I think as women, we look at, if I see you coming out, you have a beard? Is it well groomed? Is your hair cut? If it's not, Adrian throwing the hat. Okay, that's great. We look at how do you dress. No shade, Adrian. We look at how you dress. We also look at how you come into place. So I've seen and I know of people say like, this dude always looks bummy. He always does that. He always comes off this way, but the reality is something completely different. Maybe behind closed door, or it could be the opposite. You have individuals who go ahead and they appear flashy. They appear to wear all the designer and the name brand clothes. They portray these certain images with their aesthetic, but that's not really the life that they live. So what you wear, it should not matter and it should not define you. But appearance wise, it does create that narrative. It does create that narrative, and it does give off an image to people. And I'm not sure if people want that image that it's giving off, but it does.
And rightfully so. Okay. I don't know, man. Interesting. I mean, I've heard in the past people say like wear a suit to the airport, things of that nature. They treat you differently. I've heard that in the past. I personally don't do it. Or wear a suit to like court, for instance. When people say, you usually get a different response. So I think the response you get is slightly warranted. I'm not saying certain stuff should happen to you, but you should expect something based on your dress. I like it. Clear, concise answer. Shout out to y'all. Word is born. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Shout out to Pot and Kettle in the building. You know what I mean? It's supposed to be Pot and Kettle Entertainment. They threw one party in the last 6 years, but whatever.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I ain't saying too much. All right. Ouch. Everybody good?
Yep.
Yeah. I got Terrence in the backstage. I'm gonna bring him up periodically and shit like that.
Yeah, you gotta bring Terrence up, yeah.
Let me share my screen. Hold on. One more time.
Of a man.
Y'all can hear, right? You can see it?
Yeah.
I keep muting.
If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father. So if we want to keep children out of prison, mother, father, or just father. Girls with no fathers in the home have lower self-esteem. Also, women with low self-esteem are more promiscuous. Children with high BMI more often come from fatherless homes. Here's something interesting. Fathers have the fittest children. The more opportunities a child has to interact with the biological father, the less likely they are to commit a crime or have contact with the juvenile justice system. Okay, another way to say that is men and women who are incarcerated, the population of the prisons mostly encompass fatherless homes.
I'm going to let it play one more time. All right?
Now, here's something that no one else has mentioned, which I think is cool. If a man and wife raise a child, they're less likely to end up in jail, but they have the same statistical chance as children raised by just their father. So if we want to keep children out of prison, mother, father, or just father. Girls with no fathers in the home have lower self-esteem. Also, women with low self-esteem are more promiscuous. Children with high BMI more often come from fatherless homes. Here's something interesting. Fathers have the fittest children. The more opportunities a child has to interact with the biological father, the less likely they are to commit a crime or have contact with the juvenile justice system. Okay, another way to say that is men and women who are incarcerated, the population of the prisons mostly encompass fatherless homes.
Sink in a little bit. Alex, you got your face frowned up. What did you misunderstand?
I'm just trying to read how you got this worded down here. That's this.
There's an extra start. There's this extra start.
I called it for you this time, Mary.
Oh yeah, thanks. So, should we really start considering? Yeah, I meant to put awarding children to their fathers. Let me correct it real quick. Right. So as we know, most children during divorce or just when they're born, they usually automatically assume that they should be with the mom. Moms are often given custody or being called a custodial parent. But we can start considering maybe awarding kids to their fathers, considering the stats. What you think, Mary?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, especially, I'm going to speak on specifically sons. As crazy as if people may think, of course, women can't raise boys. I feel like a big part of our society changing is going to be Black little boys, being who they're supposed to be, like starting to be men more. Without a father, you can't do that. So I feel like that part of it has more of an impact on the community in the world to make sure like our sons are straight. And it's like without those fathers, it ain't gonna happen.
Okay. Okay. Let it marinate. What you think, Asia?
Thank you. I'm about to jump at the bit. So absolutely, I think that they should. I think that men should step up and require and demand it. So typically you see the woman, going after primary custody or whatever, but men do have recourse. Men can go and demand or go apply for primary custody or joint or whatever to make sure they're in their son's lives. So of course you have some women that want to use the kids as weapons and just not let them see the father. You have recourse. You have the court system. And I believe that the court system, as time is going on, is looking at the fitness of both parents. And if the father says, I want primary custody, then it will definitely not just be considered, but awarded. But you have to go after it. You have to go. Men have to go after it.
What court?
Family court. What are you talking about?
What stats do you have to show that
men aren't going out, that men aren't applying for primary custody?
No, like that you saying that men are winning and they'll get it.
When they apply for it, they will win it.
No,
it is not, because Mary and listen, Hamp and Mary, give me a break. I know for a fact, I'm not just talking crazy. I know for a fact. I do. I know for an absolute fact. I know men that have gone to get custody, joint, and or primary for situations that they actually went to do it on their own. They weren't forced. They went on their own. They did the initiative to do it. I know for a fact. It was awarded to them. I'm not making this up.
I'm not saying you're making that up. I'm saying that's not the majority. It's not that easy, no matter how much you apply yourself as a Black man. And I'm speaking from experience and people that I've known. Like, it is not as easy as, you could just go apply yourself and it's going to happen. And
you need to go apply for it. Or men. So you're telling me a man who applied for it and got denied?
My husband.
Yeah.
We know.
Got denied?
He in court right now for the third time.
Oh, I'm sorry, your husband, baby. I'm sorry. Your husband.
To get more time sharing, just to get more time sharing. Mm-hmm. I have a best friend that has gone through it. I have a cousin that has gone through it. Like, good fucking dads.
Yeah, and my experience is the opposite of that. Good dads that have gone and got awarded. So there's cases for both, is what I'm saying. So yes, you have your number, and I have my number.
I'm just saying it was the majority. The way you spoke was in regards to like, it's easy. As long as
I never said easy. I never used the word easy.
But I said you were making it seem like it was easy.
No, they have to go do it. They just have to go and apply. And I believe that men need to go and apply.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
What does that noise mean?
Can I interject as somebody who's been in family court?
Me too. I've been in family court too. Go ahead, Q.
Yeah, and I'm only sharing super chats, but this is Mike Brown, so shout out to Mike Brown. Might be knowing the statistic. So I think yeah, man, I can
it's all love though. It's all love, yo.
All right, Adrian. Let me end the You know what? Get him out of here, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.